There was some commentary that having been drafted that late, his pay will be commensurate to what he's getting in NIL.
Mm-hmm.
Explain to people what that is.
Okay, so a lot of times when people speak about NIL, they're talking about certain things that are evaluations. Evaluations could be projections. Projections could be potentials. Potentials could be what you expect, right? That doesn't mean what it actually is. What people don't realize too with evaluations of NIL, it also is dictated by the market. Buying a condo in USC, which is in Southern California, versus buying a condo in Knoxville, Tennessee, would be, the market value will be a little different.
Yeah.
And everything goes towards that. It means actual cash. It could be cars. It could be living situations. It could be anything that they deem is valuable.
Wow.
But it's still a projection.
Yes.
Some people say, man, he could have had $8 million, but it's a projection.
Yeah.
A lot of times, even athletes go into a situation where they are miseducated about what NIL money was intended to be used for.
Right.
And it was intended and is intended for your college and collegiate tenure to be more comfortable than it used to be.
Mm-hmm.
If you would go back in those list of names that I gave you, the Reggie Bushes, the Johnny Manziels, the Todd Gurleys, these guys that were in question, if you were to say, hey, we're going to give you a budget of, let's say, $20,000.
Right.
$20,000 still doesn't equate to what type of money that these kids are making these days. You ask a college athlete, do you think that's a good deal? Man, heck yeah, that's a good deal. Now I could be able to at least breathe a little bit. Certain players on our teams, I remember vividly, they were taking on summer jobs.
Wow.
No, for sure. And they were working while going to school, while still performing, just to be able to have some type of extraness that at the time we were just waiting on Pell Grant. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
And the Pell Grant was still finessed and jugged depending on what your parents' income was. So some Pell Grants could vary from $1,700 to $300. And just like no matter what your bank account says, what your mentality is, a lot of people had access to money, but mentally was broke.
Mm-hmm.
So that money was already spent.
Gone.
And still to this day, man, you give a kid $1 million, $800,000, $250,000, $10,000, that money is spent. And they don't have no wherewithal for just financial literacy as a whole.
Let's spin the magic wand. Let's say you are still active, you're still in the league, you won the Super Bowl. Are you going to the White House?
I would.
Tell me why and what you would say.
Well, the magic wand during my time, the president was a little different.
Yeah. No, I'm saying today.
Oh, today?
Yes.
I think I would. Or I really don't know. That's such a you put me on the spot for an answer, and I'll give you two answers. I say yes because you still want to take in an experience. And a lot of times, public opinion only is the opinions of somebody who cannot be in that position.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, I'd never spend my money on, I'd never do that if I had to. Well homeboy,
you don't have it.
Sweetie pie, respectfully, you just don't have it, right? So I think I would do it for that. But if a team that I trusted said, you know what, don't do it. And I will have every right to be able to respectfully decline.